What is going on, guys? It's your boy RJ. I'm back again with another video. As you can tell by the title, we are installing a new mod to the FK8. It's been a hot minute since I last installed something. Well, actually, I installed something in general since I really got the car, because I put the springs and the wheels technically done by someone else, so I didn't install those technically. But thanks to Stefan over at Racecentric for doing that. You literally can't go any car without, no matter what car I have, without modifying the steering wheel somehow. And with this, I've got the Mugen. If you guys can see that, the Mugen Momo, I believe it's called the tuner wheel. And yeah, gotta get a better angle at it. It says Mugen Power, and also, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it also says Momo, made in Italy. It has this nice, like, kind of tumble leather. Feels like I'm doing a shoe review again, but yeah, it's really nice leather, really pretty soft, and yeah, super comfortable, especially like right over here. Really nice and comfortable. FK8, it actually comes, oh sorry, like white balance is so off right now, but with my FK8 it actually comes, since it's a 2020 and up, so it's 21 technically, it does come with the Alcantara wheel, which is nice, but I'm not gonna lie, it's like not the best quality Alcantara in my opinion. I felt better. My shift, my racing shift knob feels better than it. So with that, since of course obviously I don't have any that comes with all the buttons and stuff, and I actually utilize every single one of those buttons. Actually scooped this off of Facebook Marketplace. This is from Steering Solutions. Scoped everything from Facebook Marketplace actually. And yeah, it's called Steering Solutions, and what it basically does is, you know, you like, it won't be exactly like this, but you can, I'll have to unscrew all the buttons, and then it kind of like, you put all the buttons and all that stuff right over here, which mounts to the little hub over here, so it'll look like that. So you guys obviously will see the end result. So buttons will be right here. The previous owner, they put little like kind of paper spacers in a way to hold them together. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet. I'll see. But yeah, and then just kind of hold the buttons together and whatnot. So yeah, it'll be very interesting. And then with that, just the hub alone. So you do need to get like a little quick. I mean, you don't really have to, but I chose to get a little quick release. So I was going to go with Works Bell, and it's a good quality, like it works. It's Works Bell. They've been around for a hot minute, for a long time, but I just couldn't get myself to, I mean, I know I have a Mugen wheel, I got T's and all that stuff, but I just couldn't get myself to spend $400 for that, and it's just, and you know, maybe down the line I will, and so maybe down the line, and if I don't like this, what's fine, but I've had this NRG quick release before and it worked well for me, so that's what I'm going to use, is the NRG quick release, which is this one. So all I'll do is, I've had this before, if you guys remember my old FRS video, so if I remember correctly, it comes out like this, like that. This will mount over here like that. Oh, it's very greasy too, noted, but yeah, it'll mount like this to the hub, and then it'll basically look like, if I could get this right, look like this or something like that, something like this, or the other way around, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it does come in like this, so something like that. So yeah, but for what I'm gonna do right now is actually install the this part already to the wheel, because it is, like I said, raining outside. So I'm actually gonna install this real quick and go from there. Don't gotta worry for the both of us. Put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry, and I need love. what it looks like. So now we're gonna go out to the car and get the rest all installed, but yeah. All right, so next thing, I know I'm super blown out. Once you disconnect the negative terminal, make sure to wrap it around something just in case it doesn't like hit something or connect something, whatever. All right, now that the steering wheel is straight now you can take out your airbag. So like I said, two T30 bolts on each side. Alright, so now that you have the airbag released and everything's disconnected, yep, all you have to do, just disconnect the, disconnect the airbag. Actually, there's going to be little pins over here. So you have to kind of push the little pins in, pull out. There's one, and then there's these little things here, which I'm not gonna lie, can be a little pain in the ass to take out. Just like that. Oh, alright, you don't actually need it. Little two buttons right here. Pull up, bam, done. And the airbag is out like that. So yeah, if you look at it, right over here, lift these two up. So actually I didn't even really need these, so I guess that's a good thing. Disconnect, or take this nut off over here, or not even nut, this is a Allen, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll make sure to disconnect all the other things like this over here. This will come off over here, but yeah, let's go get this bigger nut off. So with the help of Paris, we actually broke it loose. I had to use some leverage, because yeah, it's pretty tough on there right now. I think it might be fine. We can just use the impact gun now. So what we can do, can you grab the gun? There we go.
There we go.
I'm gonna let you know. Oh, whoopsie. I'm not gonna torque this thing a spec, because holy crap, this thing was a pain in the ass. So, all right, now we're just gonna actually put it back on a little bit, and then we can pull off the steering wheel, just like that. That's fine. All right. It worked. All right, so now we're just gonna feed this slowly through and go from there. Next up is just kind of wiggle the wheel loose. Which is why you don't want to unscrew everything. And biggest thing, do not ever mess with the clock spring, which is this little thing over here. So when you're feeding the wires through, just be very careful not to mess with it, or else your alignment will be off. You will not be happy, trust me. So as you see, it got messed up. I kind of remember it was like right here. It wasn't fully straight. It's like right over here. So yeah, wheel is off. Now we just gotta go disconnect the buttons. Alright, so after you move the 5 screws over here, you just pull, kind of use a pry tool or whatever. Let's use this to kind of pry it out. And then there's little tabs here. I mean, if you want to resell the wheel, just don't break them. Just kind of pull them down loose, and then it should just come off. Just try not to be too forceful with things. Right there. I might have just broke something. I don't know if I did or not. But yeah, just kind of slowly, slowly remove things. And then there's actually this little part right here that you want to get loose, and there's a little tab right here you press. I don't know if you guys can see this right here, little tab. Alright, right over here on both sides. There's a blue one and a white one, so let's make sure you don't get your stuff all mixed up here. Yeah, you would want to use their, like, basically there's these little plastics right here, because I'm not going to use this over here. So all I need is just the buttons. So there's these little plastic pins we're gonna try to push out, and maybe even try to pry this off too. Just again, just don't be too forceful. It's plastic, and then if you break it, you're gonna have a bad day, like I will if I break these things. Right, so in combination of pulling this off and pushing down on those little tabs, like I said, I just use, like I said, a screwdriver right here on the little tabs, and then I use the little pry tool to kind of pry these off slowly. Again, key word, slowly but surely. But yeah, now the buttons should come off just like that, and I won't really be needing this. All, like I said, we'll need is just these, and so yeah, just gonna take out these buttons and go from there. These little tabs here, just kind of pry it off slowly again, and it should just kind of come off just like so when it wants to. So again, just be very patient with it. Tip, I should have done this before. Take electrical tape, and all you're gonna do, just so you don't mess with the clock spring, I like to just what you call it, just kind of basically stick it where it's not gonna move, just like that. Just for now. This is just obviously temporary, but you really don't want this clock screen to move. It can be a very expensive mistake, or your wheels misalign and whatnot, just because you're going to be messing around with this. Well, I have been wrestling with this thing for about like at least 20 minutes, but the trick is, so obviously we got the resistors here, and of course they go into, you know, these holes, but the trick, what I'm having trouble with right now, and hopefully I find a solution by the end of this video, is to snaking everything through in through this little hole right here. That is my biggest dilemma. I've taken this out, I've tried to snake it through here, but this hole is just not the biggest to snake everything through. So I am trying. It's you know, this is the part of working on cars that sucks, is when shit just doesn't go as planned. And so obviously you can see here that it's just, you know, I'm really gonna have to like put some pressure in, but it gets stuck in certain places. So yeah, this is a bit of a pain in the ass right now, so I'm figuring this stuff out. You'll see in the next clip. If not, then this might be a next day thing. I freaking finally snaked one through, so I have to, of course, take off these again. And it's the way I did it was just like, who would have thought, just take a plastic pry tool and just kind of fit it in there, and I just kind of like just shoved it in, and don't stab yourself like I just did. Ow, that freaking hurts so bad. But yeah, just like literally just shove it in, like with a plastic pry tool, and I just did that for no reason. Oh my god. So that took me so long to figure out, because I was trying to snake this through here and it just wasn't working, and so I was on the struggly bus. So all right, let's go put everything through and then go from there. And I know getting these airbags are going to be a little bit interesting, because they are, it's, all this is really interesting. It's like it wasn't meant for it. Ha ha ha. But yeah, just gonna snake everything through just like so, just like that, and then I'm gonna snake the airbag ones through as well, and go from there, just like that. Sorry guys, it's just a bunch of mess right now. Freaking bleeding here. Just put that through. Snake the other guy through as well, just like that, and then we'll push the hub all the way through once we get everything all solid to go. After snaking everything through, and just make sure you connect the horn, you just have to, there's a little tiny screw you have to unscrew and screw. It's right over here. I don't know if you guys can, it's hard to see. I'll kind of get a close-up video, but it's right over here. You unscrew it, and this you snake the other kind of wire through it. I don't know how else to describe it. I'll show you guys later. But after that, all right. So after snaking everything through, my freaking camera died, obviously. But yeah, after snaking everything through, there's these little stoppers that you put on to the button. So what you actually kind of like, you're supposed to take this off first, then it's kind of basically just like kind of keeps it together. It's not the best, but I'll kind of make it better once everything is, because this is what tightens it. So yep, just kind of snake this through, and then it's kind of like a gasket. It holds together. But yeah, I'll make a better solution for it. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. All right, so it is a few hours later. I put I'm gonna obviously show you guys in the next clip that everything is together now. I had to do a lot of taking off parts, putting back parts on, because I forgot to do a step and whatnot. Like, for example, I forgot to actually put the actual you guys saw in the previous clip, but forgot to put the actual quick release thingy on, so I had to unscrew everything, put that on, line everything up, stuff all the wires together, screw it all back on. And yeah, it's been it literally took me 4 hours to finish everything, but everything is good now. I will show you guys the after product in the next clip, but that took way longer than it should have. It's not hard. It really is not hard, but it's very tedious to do. I looked at a couple of videos of the Works SRD wheel, and it looks like it would have been a lot easier if I went with that route, because it just I wouldn't have to shove all the wires through the little hole for the hub. It literally the Works SRD hub is literally like there's a cutout for everything, so that would have made life a lot easier. But it is what it is. I got it done. So obviously it's not coming off anymore. It's all really screwed on tight. But what it comes with, there's a little ring like this. The previous owner of the wheel gave this to me, but the NRG comes with another one of these. And what you do is you just kind of snake all the wires through, then put this on the wheel with the horn like around it, or like kind of sandwiched in as much as you can, and then you put it all in together, and then yeah, now it's not really going anywhere, but obviously I have to see if the horn works once I get back outside, because it's too dark outside. Okay, so it is maybe about 10 hours later since the last clip. This is actually my first time. I mean, I've actually hooked up the wheel. I didn't actually drive a little bit, or do anything really. So have this everything all hooked up. Everything's fine. There we go. That doesn't make the whole ding sound like it used to, but yeah, works. I don't know if you can see here, but all the buttons do work in here. It's since I've disconnected the battery, like this is the kind of thing that happens. But yeah, everything does work though. Let me just see what's gonna do. I can still hit the buttons fine. Well, I did used to be able to hit the buttons fine. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm gonna hit the lane keep assist on right now, so that still works. If I hit this is the adaptive cruise control. It's still kind of initializing everything, but that does work, so this button does work. I was messing with this one earlier, this button earlier, and it does work, but I think because it's like initializing or whatever, that it's not really working right now for some reason. I don't know why. Don't know. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty brutal install. And yeah, it was just like really, like I said, it wasn't that hard of an install. It's just like just managing everything was just like it was just such a pain in the ass. But yeah, just gonna check if the wheel drive's straight. Seems like it does. slightly off. I would say it's just slightly off, so I may have to like rotate the... Yeah, I've gotten like, it's like a Christmas tree over here. Everything's going off right now. Brakes, everything. I think it's just because, again, like I just, what do you call it? I reset the battery. That's really the only bad thing I did. But yeah, this wheels is slightly off, so I may have to take it all apart again and whatnot. So that's gonna be fun to do because it's just slightly off. Well, to add on to everything, so I went to go and try and take this off so I can redo the bolts, or to redo the whole hub, so I can just shift it over a little bit so it'll be steering straight. And well, I guess I stripped this this freaking hex nut right here. Don't know how it happened. I swear I didn't over tighten it, but yeah, I'll you guys see this. Yeah, it's completely, I mean, it's not completely stripped, but it's just not coming off. So yeah, that's fun. So I guess I'm gonna be driving around with a misaligned steering for now until I maybe get my next alignment, I guess. Which is fine. At least it's not, like I said, it's not too terribly aligned. Like, I can live with it at least. But yeah, I don't know. And as for the buttons, I'm gonna go reconnect the battery again. I got disconnected it right now, so I'm gonna reconnect it. I think I just gotta drive around for a little bit for it to like kind of get everything all together. But these buttons were working yesterday. Before I went inside and everything, I made sure they worked. The volume was working, channels were changing and everything. So try again, see what happens, and yeah. This is the fun part about modding cars. So fun, but it is what it is. So despite everything, I mean, it does look pretty cool, at least. So just looked up online, and apparently I just have to drive around for like 10-20 minutes ish, which is not really ideal. I mean, I could, it's not a bad idea, but buttons are still not working for some reason. I really don't know, because they were literally working. I made sure like all the music was working before I went inside. Everything was working, and then this button, obviously this one works actually, which is weird because it's the same connection. So I don't know if there's like something getting pinched here. I don't know. Yeah, fun car things. Update. I mean, the battery. So I'm pressing the button actually, so it is working. Oh, there you go. Look at that. After driving around, it didn't work. So read a couple forums, and apparently if you just turn the car off and on 3 or 4 times, it goes away, and it looks like it did. As of right now, it's going away. Also, what I did was for the buttons, because it also wasn't working again, I just loosened the little hub part. I'm not gonna show you, but where the wires connect to the hub, it was like a little bit pinched, so I just kind of loosened it a little bit, even though that one nut is still stripped. It was it's working right now. The buttons, as of right now, is working, so that's good. So I'm just gonna do a mandatory like test drive. I'm just gonna see if the rev match is working. Seems like everything is, I mean, this is an initial drive and it seems fine. Another thing, because I know I said the steering wheel is a little like not straight. I did notice, like, even though I did get an alignment and everything, that it kind of like even with the stock wheel, it was slightly like going to the right. So I'm wondering if I did. It's just, you know, it is what it is. But as of right now, no more lights. So that's good. I'll kind of do now a better overview of everything. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. But as of right now, everything is working. I mean, despite everything, it's, you know, seems fine. So let's just hope it like kind of sticks this way. But other than that, like overall driving impressions, like it's really cool having like leather again, leather steering wheel. Just because I've had the Alcantara, I've had the carbon fiber like Alcantara back with the STI. I had the Vertex wheel, that was really nice. But it's just nice, like, because it's just Momo is a lot better quality of a wheel, and especially, I mean, Vertex is great. Don't get me wrong, Vertex is great, but I do like the new like kind of tumble leather, and I've kind of had my sting with Alcantara, especially the Honda one. It's just not the best. So yeah, other than that, car's working fine. I mean, I think the next thing I'm gonna do is like maybe get a harness bar, but overall the wheel looks pretty good. I mean, it's like I said, like when I'm driving, it's like if this is straight, it's like this. It's literally not that bad. And so yeah, like I said, all the buttons are all working and everything like that. And so yeah, everything's all good to go. And so yeah, see, that's all working. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, and I guess another thing is the turn signal stock. It's not that far away. Not like when I had my Vertex wheel, it was like it was like I had to like reach over, but I could still reach over with my index finger, obviously. I have a really long left arm, so I think if you had shorter fingers, I guess. I have pretty small hands. That's really cool. But yeah, overall I am pretty satisfied. There's a view of Mount Rainier. I don't know if you guys can see that, but now that everything's working, I'm pretty stoked about it. And then I'll show you guys doing see, I didn't even have to clutch in. But again, it's not a problem. It's because I know how to downshift like normally, of course, but it's just, you know, it's one of those things where if you have it and then you don't have it, it's like, what the hell? So, but yeah, everything's working. It's been about a couple hours, and so far looks like everything is still working. I'm gonna have to do like an update like a couple weeks, maybe a month later, but yeah, so far now that everything, like I said, is working, it's a lot better now, a lot more happier with it. Also, this is what I was talking about earlier, how just like your hand just like fits over here. But yeah, that is where we're at. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure as hell did. But it's all good now. We're all good. Glad to have another mod done for the car. I think you guys already know what the next mod's going to be, which is most likely going to be an exhaust. But that's going to be some time. Yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.